Now the question before us is 5 cards, the 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. What is the probability that the card is Queen? So first of all, we understood the question. We understand the question. There are 5 cards. These cards are there. 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace card. These are the 5 cards which are having which are diamond cards. That is the red color diamonds is there. These are the 5 cards. These are have been shuffled and their face is in downward position. And we pick up at one of the cards at random. What is the probability that the card is Queen? So here the total number of outcomes, possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes means the total number of cards. How many cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total number of outcomes or total number of cards. These are 5. Now the next is number of favorable outcomes. It means the number of Queen cards. How many Queen cards have been given? That is the Queen card which has diamond. It is only 1. Out of these 5, only 1 card is Queen card. So what is the probability of getting a Queen card? It is number of favorable outcomes, that is the number of Queen cards which are diamond, divided by the total number of outcomes. There are only 5 cards have been given to us in the question. So it will be 1 over 5 probability of getting a Queen card. Now the next part of this question. If the Queen card is drawn and put aside, first of all we write what was the question. 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace, which were diamond cards. So these were the 5 cards which were given. So now what is written? If the Queen is drawn, that is this card has been picked up and put aside. The card has been placed on another side. So what is the probability that the second card picked up is an Ace? That is, this is the first turn that we have drawn Queen card and put it aside. Now if we pick up Queen card and put it aside, then total number of outcomes or the total number of cards which are balanced are 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of outcomes are 4. Now the number of favorable outcomes, we have to find out what is the probability that the second card picked up is an Ace. Probability of getting an Ace. Ace cards are 1. You can find it here that out of these balanced 4 cards, the Ace cards is only 1. So what is the total number of outcomes? There are only 4 cards balanced because the Queen card has been put aside. So it is to be divided by 4. So the probability of getting the Ace card is 1 over 4. Now the next part of the question. What is the probability of getting a Queen? Probability of Queen. Now from the question we had learnt that we had already put the Queen aside. There is no Queen left in these 4 cards because these cards are only 10, Jack, King and Ace. So we have no queen card balance. So the probability here we will write 0 and it will be divided by the total number of outcomes. This is 4. So the probability of getting the queen card is 0 because we have already put aside the queen card and the balance cards are not having any queen card in it. So the probability of getting a queen card is 0 because when queen card is not present in the cards, we cannot get the queen card. Now the question before us is 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good pens. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. What is the question? That there are some good pens and the quantity of this is 132. There are some defective pens. Defective pens are 12. Number of good pens, number of defective pens. So how many total pens are there? The total pens are 144, or we can also write it as total number of possible outcomes. That is, if we start picking one pen turn by turn, there will be 144 instances that we can pick up a pen. Now what is the question? One pen is taken out at random. From out of these 144 pens, we are to pick up one, because by looking at the same, we cannot tell that this pen is defective or is in working condition. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. So here the number of good pens or the number of favorable outcomes are, here we will mention good pens. These are 132. So the probability of getting a good pen is equal to number of favorable outcomes. These are 132. That is the number of good pens will be taken above and it will be divided by total number of pens or total number of possible outcomes. Here we will divide it by 2. It will come 66 over 72. We will again divide it by 2. It will come 33 divided by 36. We will again divide it by 3. It will be 11 divided by 12. This is the answer before you. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our post.